everyone, and welcome to another episode of Pandacraft. It's the Christmas episode. As you can see, we've got an ugly Christmas sweater on, and it's time to make some decorations. So in this episode, we're going to go build a Christmas district. Somewhere out there's a big sort of snowy area, and I was thinking, see if Shadan wants to come along. Maybe we can get Jess as well if she comes online as well. And maybe we can build this Christmas district together and build a giant tree or something like that. So let's go see if Shadan... Oh. My lights were broke. It's kind of annoying because I wasn't wearing any armor, but that's okay. Lights were broke. Whoop, let's put this armor back on. So let's see if we can find Shadan. Is he around? Is he around?
Hey, I hear someone. I hear you.
Hey, how you going? Nice jumper.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well. I love your jumper. It is very handsome.
It feels like it was just Halloween the other day.
Take off your pants. I want to see the rest of your jumper.
Take it. Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. I love it. Oh, that's really cool.
Nice. Okay.
It looks like. Have you got a new haircut as well? You look like you've had a new haircut.
I do. I've got a new haircut. Hang on. I've got it. See, look. There's a little bit of shading in there. A little bit of texturing. A little bit of layering, actually. I think. What do you reckon?
Yeah. No, it looks good, man. I love it. I love it. I've got the same old haircut. My haircut hasn't changed in years.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. You got that in the 80s, I think, did you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. It's actually envious because in real life I don't have this much hair, so I just try and keep it somewhat real.
Ah, you're right. Well, not real because you've got no hair.
I don't have no hair. I just don't have as much hair. So, hey, what are you up to?
Well, anyway, you still got your bow tie on. That looks good. Oh.
Yeah. Oh, mate, you got to wear the bow tie. There's never enough gentlemen in the world. All right. You can always wear your bow tie.
Between you and I, there's enough handsome.
I think it's almost too much. Almost, but not quite.
Too much for one server.
Yeah, that's exactly right. All right, you're out. Nah, Jake. So, here's the thing.
Yeah.
It's Christmas. It's almost Christmas anyway. And I was thinking...
It's almost Christmas, yeah.
I was thinking, I'd like to give some presents to a few people. But we don't have a Christmas tree to put them under. So, last year I built the Christmas tree on my own. And that was a lot of fun. Oh. But I don't really want to do a repeat of last year. So I was wondering, do you want to come and build a Christmas tree with me?
I mean, I don't have much tree building experience, but, it's a Christmas tree. It's just...
Oh, you just put some logs and some leaves and you're done.
It's just triangle. It's just a green triangle, isn't it?
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah, with some coloured bits here and there.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see how we go. Yeah. We might not be able to do the coloured bits. We might just do the green triangle.
Sure. Well, I mean, I'm keen.
Cool. All right. Well, let's go out here and let's go find somewhere to go plant the tree.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, Shadan. So I reckon this looks like a good spot. Shadan and I have flown around for a little while and we found this spot over here together. Nice little area. Let's just jump into free cam. So we have this nice little sort of whitish area here, just lots of snow and all that sort of stuff. I think it looks good. We're gonna have to chop down a bunch of these trees, but that's good.
It's a Christmas wonderland, and we're gonna chop it down.
We're gonna remove the wonder so that we have the land.
We're gonna make it wonderful. So
let's start by chopping down all these trees. And I think it might be a good idea to try and keep some of these leaves as well for rebuilding a tree.
That's not a bad idea.
We're gonna dig down a bunch of trees to build some trees. So I've brought a whole heap of chests here. Let's chop all this down so we can build the tree.
Let's do it. All right, so we've cleared all this out, and now we're going to build a tree just here. Is that right? Right in this spot.
Yeah, that's the plan. Is I mean, it's only a small area we've cleared out. We'll probably clear a bit more out later for other builds, and of course, anyone else on the server that wants to build something Christmas themed, obviously, come over here. A bit of a Christmas district. But yeah, okay. This will be the base of the tree. So not a very big tree. It's only 1 block tall.
But that's going to be pretty big, I think, isn't it?
I mean, it's 1 block tall.
Oh, right now, yeah. I've seen bigger trees.
Yeah, well, I mean, I reckon. Look, you know what? Let's go double.
Okay.
Now we have a double high tree.
Oh, maybe I should do a bit here as well.
All right, let's do it. Let's get into the time lapse and build this Christmas tree.
Sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
All right, so the Christmas tree's all done. Now all it needs is a star. So let's go over there now and put a star on the top. It looks like someone, Shadan, looks like Shadan probably has already put a star on the top of the tree. And I love it. I mean, I was going to put a real star, but who can argue with that? Oh, that is a beautiful tree. That is an absolutely gorgeous tree. Yep, I think that star can stay. I think that's perfect star. So do you like the Christmas tree? I love it. And you can see some of these other decorations that have been done. Some candy canes over here. We got the Grinch peeking through the trees. That's really cool. That was done by Jess. I really love that one. The little Christmas panda over here wearing his little Christmas hat. What does that say? Santa paws. And then there's this thing over here, and to be honest with you, I don't know what this is, but I'm hoping that I will find out eventually. There's definitely a giant cookie on the floor. I can see that. But I don't know what this thing is. It's something. But we will. Oh, hang on, this is a sign for Santa. Oh, I get it. This is from Theo and Jess. This is milk and cookies for Santa. Oh, I get it. Well done, Theo and Jess. You guys are great. I just want to say a big thank you to Shadan, Jess, and Tiken, who all had a hand in building, decorating, and leafing up this tree. Couldn't have done it without them. You guys are amazing, and we've built something pretty cool on the server. And of course, Shadan, thank you for the star on the top, of course. Now, also, I don't want to miss him, so big thank you also to Theo, who helped clear this massive area. Myself, Theo, and Jess basically cleared all of this out. A couple of hours, we just sort of hung out and just chatted, so it was quite a fun night. But as you can see, there's quite a massive area here cleared now, and that gives everyone heaps of space to build. So as you can see, Jess has chosen to go outside of the area, but she's built the Grinch peeking over the edge, which is just so fitting. It's perfect. Jess and Theo have done the milk and cookies. Over here, Jess has built all of these little candy canes, which is pretty cool. Like, it's a nice little area, and I can't wait to see what everyone else on the server builds. Oh, and we can't forget Mr. Panda down there. I'm not repeating his name. That's just embarrassing. A Christmas present isn't complete without some presents. So before we clean up our mess here that absolutely ruins the area, let's head back to the base and let's get some presents together. I've got a pretty cool idea. All right, in front of me, we have 3 shulker boxes filled with absolutely nothing. But as you can see, Christmas riddle prizes. So we're going to set up 3 little Christmas presents under the Christmas tree with little riddles that will lead to each of these. This will be 3 separate presents and 3 separate riddles, and these are the prizes you get at the end. So I'm going to fill these up with some goodies. Then I'm going to build a Christmas present under the tree with a bunch of clues in it. And whoever opens the present will have to look at the clues and try and figure out where to go to unlock their present. So let me fill these up and I'll show you what the presents are going to be. So we have our little gifts, and I've decided to chuck in an extra one right here. So if these are for when you're nice, this is for when you're naughty. And you're going to get naughty lump of coal, a shulker box filled with coal. Because you're naughty, you don't get a good present, you just get coal. I thought that was a nice little addition. As far as the Christmas presents are concerned, each of these are exactly the same. So you can pause the video if you want, but essentially everyone gets a beacon with all the iron they need to build the beacon base. Shulker shells, they get 3 wither skulls, so they'll be able to give themselves a second beacon, but they've got to go through all the hard work. They get some rockets, and they get some aged copper and some unaged copper. So let's grab these. We're going to go bury them all over the map, and then we're going to build a bit of a riddle for people to find. So let me set this up, and I'll come right back and I'll explain how it's all going to work. That took forever, but we have 4 presents in 4 different parts of this entire map ready to go. So let me just talk you through one. In fact, there's actually 5. This is an example present that I've made. This is number 5, and this is for me to open on screen with you guys without giving away any of the clues to anyone else. There'll be 4 presents here, and they can just pick which one they want, and all they have to do is break in. And then there's a book. They open this up and it says it's got a clue. The other people's ones, they're actually a little bit better than this. They get a slightly nicer thing saying Merry Christmas and a few instructions, but essentially soaking where Santa drinks. Now I've made this one really simple because I'm going to show you right now on camera. I'm going to run out of rockets. So soaking where Santa drinks. Where might that be, do you think? Where might Santa possibly need a drink? Let's check the milk and cookies. And it said soaking, right? So it's obviously on the inside. And there it is. I found it. We'll get rid of the frame as well. I don't know which one was which. Hang on. So that was the first one. So we'll just put that in my inventory. The next one. Oh, I apologize. This is meant to be the first one. So this should have been the first one, but that's okay. It'll all still work. It'll all still work. I just put them in the wrong spots. Merry Christmas. To receive your gift, you must solve the riddle. And look where X marks the spot at the end. Number 1, where Gerald becomes classy. So this should have been the first one. And then this, and then this, and then the next one should have led to here. I've just mixed the order up. So where Gerald becomes classy. So Gerald is the chicken on top of my mushroom, right? So I think let's go head over to Gerald. Now, obviously, I already know the answers because I made this up. And I ran out of rockets. So before we investigate Gerald, I'm going to get some rockets and I'll see you in a second. All right, and we're back on top of the mushroom with a full stack of rockets. Strange. So we come over to Gerald. We have a look. So it's where Gerald gets classy, right? So what is it about Gerald that makes him classy? Oh, it's that bow tie. So let's have a bit of a look around the bow tie, shall we? And oh, look at that. Hidden behind the bow tie, we have another book. So we have a look and it says behind a million sheep. Now, that's an interesting one. But if you know the server, you know that Jess has around about 1 million sheep over here. And I'm not really that exaggerating all that much, because if you have a look over here, like they are just packed in there and there's more under here. There's a bit too many sheep. But anyway, so if we fly around and we find the 1 million sheep, oh, there's an X. X marks the spot. They'll dig it in the middle of the X, and there's their prize. Now, for the people playing, if you're watching this, it's not going to be straight away. You're going to have to dig down a few blocks just so that you know. But the principle is all the same. So I have made this one for display purposes only, just so I can show you guys while I'm recording. Extremely simple, and I've put it, in this little area here. The people who are going to be doing this, they're going to be traveling thousands of blocks. If you're watching this now and you're one of the people opening that present, I highly recommend you bring a shulker box of rockets with you. You may not need the whole shulker box, but you may need a few stacks. So it can't harm you to have a few extras. So let's head back over to the Christmas district and finish building up these presents. All right, so we are done. You can see a bunch of presents under the tree. Each present has its own little gift. So people will pick the gift they want. They'll break through the wall. And there's the riddle right there. I think this is going to be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to hear everyone's questions when they get stuck and things like that. It'll be great to see them all flying around the server and trying to figure it all out. Now I've got to clean up this mess before everyone comes over here, but I'll do that after the episode is finished. But sadly, that is all I have time for today. So if you've enjoyed today's episode, please make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more episodes just like this, make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Merry Christmas, everyone, and I will see you in the new year. Bye. Oh, look at that star. He really is a pretty boy. He's a bit pale though, isn't he? Let's talk to Shadan. Shadan, I need a tan, mate. Come on. I've got a darker tan than that. Bit of spray on tan, maybe? Maybe Shadan can help me out with this bit of spray on tan. Oh, I'll ask him. Oh, I'm still recording. Bye, everybody.